finally stepping forward to do this.
Well, thank you, Dave. It's been a long time, as you know, around 10 years, for me to come out and talk about it. And I think it's time for the people to know, to add to what you have already been teaching. But there's some gaps there, and I want to help you fill those if you have any questions with them.
We had talked about this briefing that I got from Pete Peterson that was very recent in this particular. Let's talk about jumping.
Jumping's amazing. I mean, you could jump, I think, up to around 50 feet,
Wow.
55 feet from the ground with no pack, with no weight. Weight is considered, you have any little weight on you, it calibrates it, and that does affect everything for the suit. And the suit self-calibrates. It's reverse engineered extraterrestrial technology that they use. Is definitely not something that we just thought of brilliantly and made. So it is something that is using a lot of this other technology in it. It was developed only for like really upper class special ops projects people, which has nothing to do with the government. I'm talking about a very higher level of things. So now we have the opportunity to bring this to the world without all the special features, but the protective features. And we would like to give it to, of course, start off with like the police officers and the firemen and stuff, because it's amazing. It can protect you from heat, of course,
All right,
cold.
well, let's be a little more specific, though.
Right.
When you say we,
Right.
could you be more specific about who is we, and how would this suit be able to get out to the public?
The people who have invented this suit, I'll just say, want to see it put to good use. And there's other, types of these suits, of course, that can do other things that are, warlike type things. Mm-hmm. So instead of doing, going that level, because these are prototypes, you have to understand, this is not available yet for any, too many. Right. So these are all prototypes. So they're out there, thinking, what are they going to do with it? The reason I got involved with it was because they needed a substance that I had. And it was, if you could get us the substance for the suit to make it levitate, then we can make a deal with you with the suit. We can give you your own suit, but, we have to, of course, keep the suit, but you can have it, whenever you want. Of course, you can't, go running around cities with it or show it off, but, you can go to undisclosed, huge places out in the middle of nowhere in the United States and have, do your own testing on it. And that's what I wanted to do, because I knew the materials that it was made with, especially the helmet I was working with, which was completely separate from the suit, but it was going to be made for the suit. It was completely materials I knew were extraterrestrial origin that they just assisted. So by mixing these properties of the suit with this special white gold, you'll be able to levitate. You can actually levitate.
To how much of a degree?
As much as you want.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
And if the suit was built correctly enough, you could go to space with it.
Well, it is strange because occasionally here and there, you get these stories. Sometimes there was one in Australia recently of what appears to be a man levitating in the air. Mm-hmm. A human figure.
Oh, right.
Just levitating in the air. How many of these suits are out there for people to test?
There's only two suits. I only know of two suits.
Really?
I only know of two suits of this, from this manufacturer, yes. I'm sure there's many other suits. I mean, I've seen many Iron Man type things out there, like real, that kind of thing, but not like this.
Right.
Because this is beyond, nuts and bolts.
Sure.
Right.
And I want to point out that Corey Good, when I brought, well, Emery, I want to thank you for being here, and I want to thank you for watching. This is Cosmic Disclosure. I'm your host, David Wilcock, with our special guest, Emery Smith.